Hello, friends. Welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There are lots and lots of videos to catch up on. And if you're returning, well, you guys know what's up. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here today. And welcome to part 2 of your August predictions. Today, we are going to be looking into your money, your career, your home, any new opportunities that could be heading your way, all of that good stuff. Now, the first part of the reading did go over your love life. That reading is going to be linked down below in the description box in case you want to watch it if you missed it already. And if you did already watch it, you will notice that these are the same stickers from that reading, just because this is part 2. But feel free to choose another group if you feel so inclined, or stick to the same one, whatever feels right to you. We are going to be diving in now and seeing what is your energy when it comes to money, career, opportunities. What can you expect? What is going to be heading your way in this upcoming month ahead of August 2025? Most of the readings on the channel are timeless, but this one is not. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, let's get to it. You guys know what to do. 3 groups to choose from. We have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we're going to be looking into your August 2025 and where your money, your career, opportunities that might be heading your way. What is it that you need to know about these areas of your life? So even if you're waiting to hear news back, maybe for a new job or something relating to your home or something else that's going on in your life, we're hoping to get some insights as to what you can expect the following month to be like. And this is part 2 of a 2-part reading. In the first part, we did go over your love life in the month of August. So if you're interested in that reading and you haven't watched it yet, it is linked down below. All right, besides that, you guys know it's a collective reading, so only take what resonates. And let's dive in, my group number 1. So let's see what you can expect in this upcoming month ahead when it comes to your money, your career, all of that good stuff, your growth in those areas. All right. Thank you for joining me here today, my babies. And thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 1s. Messages for my group number 1s, please. Messages for my group number 1s. What can we know? What can you tell us? August 2025. What's their energy when it comes to their money, their career? What do they have going on? What's their energy, please, when it comes to their money, their career, their home, their material world? What is it that they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. August 2025 for my group number 1s. What do they need to know, please? What do they need to know? Their money, their career, their home, their material world. Makes me think of all things pentacles. That's what I mean by that. All right. We have Queen of Wands in reverse. We have Chariot. Messages. King of Cups, Page of Wands. All right, there's something here that's really moving forward. It's like go, go, go. It's go time. But you either feel a little under supported, or you feel like someone, it's all fun and games for them. You know what? I don't wonder if you kind of feel like you're making things easier for someone else. Not because you want to, but maybe that's just how it is right now. It almost is giving like a boss that's like, I love you, I need you, you're the only one that can do this. And then you're like, oh, gee, that's great. But somehow I'm the one that ends up staying late, or I'm underpaid, or you still haven't given me that promotion. Or if it's not that, maybe I just feel like you're doing too much, or you're doing more than what you're getting back in return. And I do feel like it's for someone else. For some of you, it could be now very specific, but also you'll know where you land if it's for you or not. For some of you, this could be like if you're a single parent and you need more support, but the other parents around for the good time, or they're like the good time, and you're over here feeling maybe tired or frustrated, or you're disconnected. You're no longer doing the self-care. You might be struggling kind of with your routine or your rituals or your spiritual side, because it does feel like you're always on the go. Now, for others of you, this could be because of your responsibilities in life. Maybe this is school or your job, and it's like you're give, give, give. And they're like I said, it's like they're the good time. They're like, oh, it's great. They look fresh as a daisy while all the while you're over here doing all the things. Have you guys seen that viral video of the woman working at a Burger King, and she was the only person working the Burger King like little fast food restaurant? Like she was taking orders, she was the cook, she was working all the stations, she was doing, I think she was even working the drive-through. Now, I'm not saying you're doing all of that, but it does kind of feel like you're doing a lot of something and you are on the go. I can't help but feel that some of you guys might be spending a lot of your time on the road, or you feel like you've been, I don't know how you're spending your time. It's always on the go. Like you could be even like eating in the car. Because it's interesting that I even brought up that story, but also like the fast food component. Maybe, yeah, it feels like there's something here, always on the go. Maybe your boss is like pushing you to like work really fast. So you're like eating lunch at your desk. Why the Chariot? Maybe they're not pushing you, but the deadlines make you kind of work in that way. Ten of Swords. This makes me think of like whatever I have to do to get it done. If I have to stay up 2 days to finish the project, or if I have to work really late, or if I have to drive the extra amount of time or miles, that's just what I'm going to do for my work or for my stability or for someone else. Again, it's for someone else. I'm not saying you're not getting anything in return. I'm sure you are, but at this moment in time, it just feels like you're stretched kind of thin. And I do think that there is frustration, or there is, um, yeah, frustration, lack of patience, because you're not getting enough out of it. You're like you're doing the most. Someone else is happy, but it's because it's almost like you're making it their job easier, or you're making things easier for them. Now, I'm not saying that eventually you're not going to get, what you deserve. We're just looking into the month ahead, of course, and in the following weeks, it just feels like you're on the move. You don't feel like someone's putting in equal amount of effort. Why the Emperor in reverse? Yeah, no, you're giving. They're happy because you're making it easy on them. Or it's almost like okay, let's say this is work, and let's say you work in an office and there's an important meeting and there's guests coming. And, your boss last minute is like, oh, you know what would be nice? If we had like catering waiting for them when they got here, and they're literally going to get here at 12 and it's 9 o'clock that morning. And you're like, catering? We didn't talk about this. And you're going to the place, you're calling the thing, you're making sure that the Uber Eats get, like, you're literally sweating and running on a little hamster wheel in the background while your boss is just over here enjoying the air conditioner and, checking their emails, whatever they do. And then they turn around and it's done and they're like, oh, I knew you could do it, or like, this is why I love you. Like there's something like that. Now, even if the situation, obviously, it's not going to be exactly like that, but come on now, the vibes are the same, babes. Like whoever look, not your little candle going out, group one. Yeah, we don't want your little candle to go out, okay? This person needs your help. Why the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? But you need theirs. You need more support from them. Yeah, because it does feel like you're going back and forth. You're juggling a lot. Eight of Swords in reverse. On the bright side, you no longer, whatever was troubling you last month or in the last few weeks, it feels like you're out of your head about that. Especially if it's relating to money issues or family issues or needing more support. It feels like you're pretty busy, and yeah, you're just going to be go, go, go. So just be careful, okay? Let's see, anything else? What's coming up for them? Any new opportunities? What's coming up for them? Are there any new opportunities heading towards my group number ones with Knight of Cups? You're going to get an invitation or an offer. High Priestess, you had a feeling it was coming. You already knew it. The Hangman, we'll take it. Reverse. Full reverse. All right, maybe that was supposed to be upright. Let's see. Oh, shit. Some of you guys have a feeling that something is moving forward towards a direction where you're going to get some kind of offer. And until then, you're just hanging back. It's like nothing is really changing. You're just really going with the flow. And it's almost like you know that this is just temporary. You may also know that this person or this boss kind of has, I don't want to say empty promises, but I almost feel like you may not really trust that something's going to fall through. All right. We have Aries, strong on the Aries. So someone here could be impulsive. Your boss could be impulsive or have these ideas, or they don't really think of the bigger picture. They could, if it's not your boss, it's maybe a person in your life. Maybe it's not that they're not seeing the bigger picture. It's maybe they're not really viewing things from like what it's like to be you, you know, in this situation or the circumstances they could possibly put you in. Oh, we had a flipper. Did you guys see that? I saw it. I thought I saw it. Bitch. My little eyes. Oh, there it is. Death reverse. So, this feels like something here. It's going to go on for a while, or it's been going on for a while. Or it's going to feel hard to like wrap things up, complete projects, or come to a conclusion, or, you know, I don't know. There's some kind of challenge here. All right. Thank you, Spirit. In closing off a cycle. Advice and guidance for my group number ones. Well-being in the upcoming month ahead. What's their advice and guidance for August 2025? What's their advice and guidance for their well-being? Messages for my group number ones, please. Advice and guidance for their well-being. We have Tower reverse. All right. Avoid. Someone here could be avoidant. So this person or something, someone here means well, or they could mean well. It could be a water sign. It could specifically a Scorpio. Maybe they're kind of showing you, or maybe they're kind of showing you, or it's already been made clear to you that they have a hard time taking control, or that they kind of procrastinate. They could even be someone that's a little bit of a negative thinker, or they view, I think they have a hard, if it's not that they have a hard time being optimistic, there's delays here. You know, earlier when I said empty promises, I'm going to touch on that a little bit, because it's almost like if this person does a lot of talking or has a lot of ideas or does a lot of things, it's like they procrastinate or they don't really kind of fall through. Now, don't get me wrong, they could be a kind person. And like I said, they could mean well, but I don't know. It's like lights on is who's home? Why the Tower reverse? Someone's home. We're just not sure what's going on, you know? We have 10 of Wands. Someone here, someone's avoiding, or maybe we're working really hard to rebuild something. Someone's carrying a huge burden, maybe after a tower happened, or if it's not that, someone's avoidance to certain things. Someone's avoidance in the situation is making us carry like a heavier load. Why the King of Cups? Page of Cups. Yeah, no, this person's here for the good times. This person may not see how things don't work out, or that their way isn't working, or maybe what they're asking for. This person's also pretty stubborn. They could be a fixed sign. Why the Chariot? Five of Pentacles. Not enough. Why the Seven of Cups in reverse? Or not, like not around, not enough support. Yeah. Something here just isn't working out, or it's just not enough. It's just not enough. Tell me why the Page of Wands. Ten of Swords. Some kind of ending. Why the Page of Wands in reverse? Children could be involved, or a need to control things. There's a lot coming through, but we have 3 pages. Oh, we have all 4. Sorry. We have Cups, Wands, Pentacles. Oh, I almost said here. Actually, we don't have the we don't have the Page of Swords. That's funny that I saw 4 for a second. Listen, like I said, there is definitely someone else coming through in your reading, and it just feels like they can't put in the work, or they're not going to be around. And that is causing more of a stress on you. And if it's not that, there's a feeling here that they need to cough up some more support, whether that's money, time, because it does feel like there's a nickel and diming, or there's a stretching from week to week. And it's going to lead to a lot of pressure. Like the reading is anchored in tens. The Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords are on each corner, you know? So this is coming through as your advice. So maybe it's just kind of seeing something for what it is. Why the Chariot reversed with the Five of Pentacles? Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. It's like you're consistent, you're committed, you're slow and steady wins the race. You're like ride or die. You're going through this, but there's a feeling here of, why does it kind of feel like you need to ask for what you need? Hey, I need you to pay this. I mean, I know depending on who you're talking to, or I need more assistance with this, or we need more funding, or it's like, it's to the point where if you keep carrying it on your own, this person's going to be like, oh, well, group 1 is fine because group 1 always makes it happen. When in reality, you might kind of be, metaphorically, of course, breaking your back to make it happen. You know, you could be carrying literally all these wands, carrying that load. So I don't know, guys. Did that make sense? We want you to be that Queen of Pentacles upright. It's almost like, hey, I know it's tough times. I know that things are rough, but this is what I need. And when you do that, I feel like that helps improve your situation. My group number 1s. All right, let's get you guys some oracle cards before we close out your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 1s, please. What else do they need to know about the upcoming month ahead? Strength. There's that carrying the load all by yourself. Leo energy as well. Consciousness. This is energy of, you might already know this. You might be protecting someone, but in death, it's time to change. Yeah, that, I don't read reversals on these, but that one did come out kind of in reverse. And we did have that. What was it? The death in reverse that was flipped in the deck. You guys, I think you already know this. And maybe this is just also about having the courage to kind of speak up, or yeah, I feel like it's definitely like a saying or an asking, or making it clear what it is you need in order to bring an ending to the cycle, or things are changing regardless. You are protected in the situation. So I do feel like you're going to be okay. There's definitely no indicators here where you're going to, like things are not going to get worse than they already are. But I guess it's just making more out of your current situation and circumstances. All right, my group number 1s, that's what I have for you today. Please let me know if it resonated. I'm so curious. Thank you so much for joining me here today, my babies, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 2s. If you picked this sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. In today's reading, this is part 2 of a 2-part reading. Today, we're going to be talking about your money, your career, your home, all of those material things in your life for the month of August of 2025, and what you can expect and what your energy is going to be throughout the month. My group number 2 is a couple of things to keep in mind. It is a collective reading, so please use your own discernment, take what resonates, leave the rest. The other thing is, like I mentioned, this is a 2-part reading. In the first part, we do talk about your love life for the month of August. If you did not watch that reading yet and you would like to check it out, it is linked down below. And let's see, besides that, let's try to have fun with it. Let's see what insights we can get for you in this upcoming month ahead. All right, my group number 2s, I hope you're doing well, my babies. Thank you so much for being here today. If you notice that the stickers are the same from the first part of the reading, it is just because it's the same reading. It's August predictions, but don't feel like you have to choose the same group or the same sticker. You can definitely switch it up from reading to reading. And let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 2s. Messages for my group 2s, please. Messages for my group number 2s. What can we know? What can you tell us? August 2025. Their money, their career, opportunities, their home, their material world. What do they need to know? What's their energy, please? In August 2025, what's going on with their money, their career, their home? What do they need to know? What's going on for my group number 2s? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 2s. What's going on with them in August 2025? What's going on with their money, their career? We have Page of Wands. All right, that's fun. The Hermit. Oh, you're keeping to yourself. There could be something here new that you're exploring. You could start some kind of, this could be something that you're interested in. It could be a project. It could definitely be something creative. It doesn't have to be. You could even be playing dress up at home. You could be experimenting with like your makeup or just doing something. It just feels like this is for you. This is almost like I deserve this, or this helps me unwind with that 10 of Swords in reverse. Messages for my group number 2s, please. What's their money, their career? You could even be like, I don't know, for some of you guys with that Page of Wands, that Hermit, you could be finding new ways to like enjoy your work or have fun while working. Queen of Cups, you love the place that you're in. You feel very content, or whatever you're doing, whatever you're exploring, it feels like it could be helping you, like helping your emotions. It could even be like therapeutic. It's just for you. Now, maybe this is even that you have a new opportunity at work to learn something new that could then help you stand out. This would be something that you're like really loving. So let's say that you've been living your life, working in your career field for X amount of time. And then all of a sudden, something new within that career field or within the same kind of area sparks your interest. And now you're really like wanting to learn this, or you're finding a new way to do something. It feels like it's almost like this is what I love. This is why I'm here, or this is where I want to be. So it feels good. You could also be spending more time at home. If you could be finding new ways to kind of creatively express yourself around the house, whether that's moving things around or putting up art, or thinking of painting your bathroom, or getting, changing up the colors for the season. Again, this feels like it's for you, and it feels really good. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. I am no longer feeling stuck. I'm not in my head. I create my own reality. This is very empowering energy. Now, if you've been wanting to make something happen for yourself at work, stand out in a way, or learn something new that can then help you kind of stand out, or it's just expressing yourself, in a different way, I feel like this is going to be a really good month for that. You guys are going to be feeling very powerful, very driven. And even if you don't have the most amount of energy and you're like, I'm powerful and driven from the comforts of my own bed, but yet maybe you're on your phone or you're on your iPad and you're doing research, you're looking up ideas for how you want to maybe redo things around you. It's like you're still like doing it, So it's not like it doesn't mean you're going to be expending all this physical energy into it. Some of you guys could be, but it just feels like you're really making the most of what you have within your reach, in your toolbox, your resources, your network, your knowledge. It feels like it's coming into play. And like I said, this Queen of Cups tells me It's like for love of the game, or it's like, this is what I love, or I love my life, or I feel really good about things. Tell me why the Page of Wands, messages for my group twos. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're spending a lot of time doing this. You're like prioritizing whatever this Page of Wands is. You could even be prioritizing more fun, but it feels like you're spending a lot of time doing this. And you're enjoying yourself. Two of Pentacles in reverse. I think you're choosing your own company, or you're choosing to keep this to yourself. It does feel a little quiet. It feels like maybe you went through a period of time where you were having to be on the go a lot. Maybe you were going back and forth a lot, and now you're like, okay, I can sit still for just a little bit. We have the Five of Swords with the Ten of Swords. There could have been something that you felt was done to you, or you could have felt like, maybe you feel like you're alone, or you're alone in this, but ultimately it feels like you're letting that go. Maybe you were overthinking a lot, or thinking about other people or outside kind of influences, and it feels like you're being able to release that. Some of you guys could even be writing things out, writing out what you're conflicted on, and then it just helps it move through you. Page of Swords, talking about it as well. You guys could be talking or texting or DMing people. If it's not that, you guys could be talking about this. You could be doing your own research. You could be learning on your own as well. Maybe you're getting your own knowledge. Maybe you're finding the perfect like YouTube teacher, or or someone online that offers some kind of course, or some kind of something that you listen to that you're really enjoying. Why the Eight of Swords in reverse? Messages for my group number twos, the upcoming month ahead. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This isn't the first time you do this. This isn't the first time you're here, or this isn't the first time that you maybe turn things around for yourself. Maybe this is also talking about repeating some kind of cycle, or getting back to doing something. Maybe for some of you, it's like getting back to writing. This would be writing about conflicting thoughts, or things that could maybe be controversial, depending on what you're writing about, or who you're communicating to, or where you're putting out this information. If it's not controversial, it's like maybe there's groups of people that fight over it. I mean, I guess that is controversy, right? Don't pay attention to that if that doesn't pertain to something you would already kind of, if it doesn't sound familiar, don't worry about it. All right, so Ace of Cups in reverse. I don't feel better, or I'm not going to feel better unless I take matters into my own hands and I do something about it, with that Magician card. Tell me more, please, why the Ace of Cups in reverse with the Magician. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Seven of Wands. So proving yourself, or it's also like putting in the effort. Maybe you also feel like you've had to defend yourself at some point. Maybe that's this Five of Swords, the conflicting thoughts, having to prove yourself. But it feels like there's something about you blocking those things out, or blocking those people out. Maybe things that you're going through, you're focusing your energy on all these positive things for your own kind of growth or health, or what feels good to you, what you need right now. And this stuff that was worrying you, or whatever happened, it feels like even though it might still come up, it's not something that's holding you back. Justice, bringing balance back into your life, into your situation, into work, taking care of those things that you've been meaning to take care of, getting to that to-do list. King of Cups, feeling a lot better. Three of Cups. The Sun card, being around the right people, being around the right person, the right people. The sun is shining. Things feel good. I'm not getting any major change. I'm getting that this is inner transformation, and it's more so about you reconnecting and you going back to, yeah, it just feels like it's almost like bringing balance into your life. Knight of Cups, Three of Cups. Yeah. You guys could even be hanging out with people, going and having fun, spending more time doing that. Maybe you've been too much of a hermit. Either way, though, I feel like you're keeping all of this to yourself. So even if you do see people, or you do hang out with them, you're going to, you know, people are going to ask you, how are you doing? You're going to be like, oh, I'm good. How are you? And you might even try to deflect the conversation back around to them, not because of anything other than the fact of, oh, I'm not really ready to talk about anything big that I'm going through. I rather hear about my friend, or I rather hear about this other person right now. All right. Messages from my group number 2s, please. Can we get advice and guidance for their highest good, please, for their benefit? What advice and guidance for August 2025 from my group number 2s? Advice and guidance for my group 2s, please, for their well-being. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear right now? Their advice and guidance, my group 2s. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. There's a feeling here of feeling left out, or a feeling like not enough, or feeling like I don't have enough, or something's not enough. There's some kind of pain here, judgment. But this is you kind of doing something about that, or you acknowledging that, you already knowing that. Justice. So we have Libra and Sagittarius energy coming through. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You maybe there's this feeling here of you're the one that's always been on your own, or you've had to do things on your own, or maybe you feel like you're on your own right now and you need more support. If you're feeling that way, it could just be that maybe there's a feeling here of needing to reconnect back to the people that you love and that love you. Because there's almost like emotional support, or like, yeah, you can work through a lot by yourself, but for other things, having other people there. Now, if you're like, that's the problem, I don't have anyone there, then this is about you reconnecting back to how you possibly work through that. Because at the end of the day, I do feel like you guys are aware of whatever the issue is or whatever is coming up for you. And that's why you're kind of choosing to approach it in a certain way. But this is about you making a judgment call to make things right, or to bringing, to rebalancing your life, or living or doing things that are right for you, that you deserve. That 9 of Pentacles in reverse, though, it tells me that we either need community support, or we're feeling unsupported, or we're struggling to provide for ourselves in some kind of way. We have Page of Swords. This could, maybe you haven't been talking about things, or there isn't enough people to talk about, or maybe you were ghosted at some point. Why the Queen of Wands? The 8 of Swords in reverse. This is about you not feeling stuck and you getting out of your head, especially if you were like having anxiety, or like you were letting things kind of get to you. This feels like you're releasing that, or this is going to help you kind of release that. We have the Star card. There's healing after really tough things that you've gone through. So this could even be about you, maybe even like reaching out, if that's the case, if that's what you need, you know? Because there could be some kind of struggle here where it's like, yeah, you're good, but maybe it's good to reach out if you can. We have the 4 of Pentacles, being very closed off. You're very private or very closed off, or maybe that's how you're choosing to stay, and that's what you feel is best for you. So it's just about you doing what's best for you. White Justice. Queen of Cups, that's that, doing what's best for you, making something right. Then we have Page of Cups in reverse, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. This feels like I'm feeling emotionally under-supported, or okay, this is really deep what I'm about to go into. And obviously, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But this is almost like a child that wasn't supported emotionally, so they didn't learn how to cope, and they had to teach themselves as an adult. But now as an adult, they have a hard time reaching out because they taught themselves to, it's almost like self-soothe and work through it, or, and then now I don't know how to reach out, or I don't know how to kind of have that support, or I feel like I've never had that before. It's almost like the energy that's coming through here, because this feels like this is something that we weren't given the tools, or we weren't taught, or it's just not there. I hope that makes sense, guys. All right. Maybe that's what you're writing about. Maybe that's what we need to talk about or communicate about. because maybe you have a hard time figuring out how you feel, and that's okay. But I do feel like you have resources and tools here that can help you through that. All right. 10 of Cups, Queen of Swords in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. So this could be about what would make us truly happy, and us maybe not really admitting that out loud. What is it that we truly want? All right. We have Aquarius energy added to the mix. My group number 2s, that's what I have for you today when it comes to the month of August and what you can expect in your energy. You guys will have to let me know how that feels to you. If it sounds familiar, definitely let me know. My group number 2s. All right, thank you, Spirit. What else do they need to know about the upcoming month ahead? My group 2s. We have creativity, August 2025. Balance, look at that. It's that creative project or something that you're doing. It's going to help you balance things out. Frustration, caution. So when you get too in your head or you get frustrated, it's time to go find peace. It's time to seek that out, whatever that is for you. All right, there is this feeling here of feeling a little restless or not feeling very comfortable, but I think you're working through that. You're definitely being encouraged to, okay? All right, my group number 2s. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope that this made sense, but more than anything, I hope it's somewhat helpful. Please let your tarot lady know. I appreciate you guys being here so, so much. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 3s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into August 2025 and what you can expect in your money, your career, your opportunities heading your way, your home, whatever it is in your material world. That is what we're going to be looking into. We're going to be checking in on what's your energy throughout the month and what can you expect. As always, though, friends, this is a collective reading, so please use your own discernment. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If I happen to be describing a situation you cannot even imagine for yourself, that probably means it's not your reading. Besides that, though, the other thing is this is part 2 of a 2-part reading. In the first part, we went over your love life. So if you have not watched that reading and you'd like to, the link is down below. And most of my readings, I think almost all of them, are timeless, except for this one. So yeah, we're specifically looking into the time frame of August of 2025. I was going to say 2025, the year of our Lord. Listen, if we made it this far, we got to be doing something. I mean, we got this, friends. All right, let's get to it. My babies, thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you guys have been doing well, and let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 3s. My group number 3s, please. August, what can they expect in the month ahead? My group number 3s in their money, their career, their work, their home, their material world. What's going on with them in the upcoming month ahead? What's their energy and what's going to be going on for them? Their money, career, their home, their life. What's going on for them in August 2025? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s, August 2025. We're going to take that upright. The Sun card. I like that. Things seem good. High Priestess in reverse. All right. So you could be getting something that makes you really happy. Yeah. 8 of Swords. Maybe also like your growth, your mental health is better. It's like something here is showing that it's like the sun is shining on you. Queen of Swords. You said what you said. You're also very confident and driven this month. You might have some new ideas or you're being very outspoken. Oh, you might be outspoken over the fact that you're doing it all on your own, or look, I got this. You're on a good routine. It feels like you're on track. Um, it feels like you're on track for something. You're on track to do something that you want to do, or you're really focusing on your health, your home, your money. We have the Chariot reverse. Maybe you're trying to stay in more, or you're focusing on what you do have control over and letting go of what you don't. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. So if there was things that were almost like the rainy cloud over you, when it comes to, maybe things that you experienced this month, or this month meaning I'm filming this at the very end of July. So maybe July wasn't the best, or maybe you felt really conflicted about a certain situation. Whatever it is, though, it feels like you're moving past that and you're finding peace, or you're feeling very happy and comfortable. Yeah, there's a big message here about your mental health is going to be pretty good. You're feeling a lot more hopeful. You maybe are receiving recognition because of your work or your efforts. Work seems to be going good. It seems like there's nothing to worry about there, or you don't feel stuck. I think you feel good. You feel content. We have the hangman in reverse. All right. So you're viewing things differently and you're letting it be known. Or you're, like I said, you're being very outspoken. Maybe you're even helping change people's minds, or you're bringing a different perspective into others, like awareness. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. All right, this feels like, again, so you guys are going to be on some kind of routine or some kind of schedule, or you're yeah, maybe you're coming up with some kind of new routine that's really working out for you. And it's almost like, damn, this is what I needed. This is what I've been needing, or this is what I'm talking about. Maybe at work, you've become a little bit more open with your ideas or your boundaries or something like that. And it feels like you're seeing that you're being respected, or it's being well received. I do think that there's this energy here of almost like, chin up, you got this, or chin up, you always come through. It's like, who's the one I can always rely on? Myself. That's the vibe that I'm getting. All right. If there was an issue at your work, you guys have the upper hand. It feels like your boss does not want to lose you, or it's like they're like, nope, you're not going anywhere. Now, the other thing is that your circumstances at work, they're not changing. It's like, even if you got a new job, maybe your industry works in a very specific way. It's like something here is not changing, but you're fine with it. You're adapting around it, and you're actually having a really good time. What's being revealed to them with the High Priestess reverse with the Star card? What's being revealed to my group number threes? Messages for August 2025, their money, their career. The Four of Swords, rest. You needed to make peace with something. Yeah, maybe you are resting more, or you feel more at peace. If there was uncertainty over your job or anything like that, concerns over you heading in the right direction, or other areas of your life that were just kind of putting you into overdrive, like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it feels like you're very focused here on work, or you're focused on a goal that you want to accomplish. Why the Queen of Swords with the Hangman reverse? We have the Death card reverse. One more. Page of Swords. You're not giving up. This is someone who's very outspoken, either giving communication or online. You could be sharing things or giving different perspectives, and you're not letting up. Now, if that's not you already, that's not going to be you then. That's for someone specific, okay? For others of you, this is almost like a, no, I won't shut up. No, I won't stop saying what I believe in or how I want things done. There's something here that you're not letting go. You're not letting go of it because someone's not listening, or people don't listen, or someone doesn't listen. Maybe this is also talking about oh, you know what, this could also be talking about those of you that do like your life with playlists. Does that make sense? Those of you that do life with music, you know what I mean by that. Maybe there's something here that you're kind of refreshing them, and it's changing the vibe for you. It's making you feel better. It could be something you're listening to. It's definitely something that we can hear, though. So I can't tell if it's coming from you, or it could be coming from you, but it's also because of things you're listening to, perhaps. Maybe it's podcasts or advice or something like that. Why the Nine of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Messages for my group threes. August 2025, their money, career, their home, their life. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you got this. Some of you guys are working on your health, your spirituality. You're carving out more time, or you're on this ritual or routine with your rituals, I should say. This is about you tapping back in. You're also in a very creative space during this time. So it feels like there's a lot of creativity that's coming through. So Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, very outspoken. Also, this is a good time for people to listen to you. So yeah, if maybe you're realizing that, and maybe that's why you're not holding back. Tell me about the Chariot with the King of Pentacles. It's like you're the one that pulls through if it's work. Yeah, Ace of Wands, you're going to have a new beginning or a new opportunity. And again, if you were thinking of leaving or something like that, your boss does not want you to leave. You might feel renewed at work. It's like there might be a new project or a new idea, and it's like, oh, I like this. Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. So you're definitely going to have some creativity, some fun. There's going to be something fun that you get to participate in. All right. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse. Some of you might feel like, of course, I'm the one that has to do it, or I'm the one that's going to do it. Because you're the one that might pull through in situations. So that's why this could get, you could be asked to do this, or you could get this idea. Maybe you're even getting an idea as to how to like increase business or how things could be better. This feels like it's a good time for you, my group number threes. If you have an idea or passion or a conversation or information that you'd like to give to others, it feels like you're going to be in a good position during this time. And that makes sense because Leo season, it's like a very it's a sign that's not afraid to be seen. You know, now maybe you're a shy Leo, and that's okay too. But generally, you know, that's how we think of them. And maybe it's the energy of the season that's almost like emboldening you as well in a good way. All right. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get some advice and guidance for my group threes for their well-being in the upcoming month ahead when it comes to their money, career, their home, their life? Advice and guidance for my group number threes, please. Advice and guidance. Advice and guidance for my group number threes. Advice and guidance. We have the Seven of Wands. Advice and guidance for their well-being, August 2025. All right, the Seven of Wands, it's like that's you putting in effort. But look at that 10 of Wands in reverse. You're also like, I'm not doing more than everyone else, or I'm not carrying this burden, or I'm not going to worry about that stuff anymore. So whatever it is, it feels like you're standing up for yourself. So when I said, you know, I'm not carrying more than everyone else, it could be that maybe there's situations at work or within your home that you were doing the most, and now you're defending yourself, or now you're like, no, we're not going to do that anymore. But it turns out in your favor. It's like it feels like it's good for you. Now, this could also be that you feel like, this is random, but if you feel like aggression or anger, stuff like that, you could be finding new ways to channel it as well in this month. This could be something that you've been thinking about, or this is something that you've been wanting to try or move towards, or you could be presented with this, where do you want to go next, or do you want to do this? And it's going to be up to you. What is it that you want to prioritize in this upcoming month? What is it that you do want to do? That the Two of Wands could also be saying yes, especially because we saw that Ace of Wands doing something new, trying something new. Page of Wands, having more fun. Also being more playful, maybe even like joking around as well. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, so single, independent, but still fun. So you're being pretty lighthearted this month. Advice and guidance for their well-being. World in reverse. Tell me why the 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is encouraging you to release some kind of burdens from the past, maybe. We're going to take the Six of Cups upright. Why the Two of Wands? This could be also like a releasing burdens of things that you used to do or how things used to be. We have Four of Pentacles because there's this deep energy of letting it go, and now I feel better. Now I feel lighter. It also gives you a deeper level of understanding as well, because I feel like there's this energy of peace that comes with this. And I see that you're having fun with others. You're socializing as well. Ten of Swords. This independence, you being on your own, it could come from stress or hard times, but it feels like I feel like you have people around you that want to connect with you as well. We have the Sun in reverse, so sometimes maybe we look at the negative side of things, but you have some good stuff going on. Also, this is reminding you at work, you don't have to do everything by yourself, or even at home, the responsibilities and stuff. It's like, yes, you do it all on your own, but maybe there's some things you don't have to. And if you're like, why live alone, lady? And it's like, well, I get that. But maybe this is a reminder that it's okay to have fun. Having all these responsibilities, yes, but there's this energy here of like remembering that there's maybe other people or things to connect to or things that feel better, getting back to the routine of something. All right. We have Ace of Pentacles and Page of Cups in reverse. So you're going to be given opportunities to go out and do stuff, or, and you might say no. And that's okay. It's just coming through in the energy. But there are going to be opportunities here that are presented. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse. This is also reminding you that even short interactions or outings or a lunch outside instead of inside, how that can just help you view things differently, and it could just help refresh you and make you feel better. All right. My group number 3s. That's what I have for you for the month of August. Not bad, group 3. Let's get you guys some oracle cards before we close out your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Wait, what was that? I thought I mixed up the deck. All right, messages for my group 3s, please. What else do they need to know about August 2025? What do my group number 3s need to know? We have hunger, so wanting more. That could also be like needing more, craving more joy in your life, more fun. We have growth, you growing through things, trust, maybe learning to trust people or trusting that things are okay. Ideation, okay, that's that 6 of Cups in reverse, and comfort. Sometimes it's easy to stay in our comfort zone, but this is also about being around people or things that bring you comfort as well. Ideation, this could be when we get really stuck in our heads, or when we kind of put ourselves in a box of, no, this is how it is, this is how it should be. And this is just kind of reminding you that you can break away from that a little bit. Now, some of you guys, it might be opposite, that you need more structure in your life. And that could be the group that we were talking about, getting back to routines. This is either going to show your growth or help you grow, depending on where you're at in your journey. Okay. Overall, though, I think August seems pretty good for you guys, energetically as well, or energetically, I should say, at least according to what I'm picking up. But my group number 3s, that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.